Well, hello hyperspace, my name is Davontos and it's time to get hyped because this is some old epic Lucio gameplay. So, Doomfist is going to be the topic for today, just like every other Overwatch YouTube video that's coming out nowadays. So, Doomfist was released last week on July 6th, and it's currently July 10th, the following week upon his release onto the PTR, which means we might see Doomfist this week or next week. At least in the public servers. So, when Doomfist comes onto the public servers, we're going to go through a phase. The same phase that most Overwatch players experience every time we get a new hero. The hero is either overpowered and broken, or utterly useless. So when Sombra came out, she was utterly useless, and when Orisa came out, some people are saying she was useless, some people are saying she's overpowered. I feel like when Doomfist comes out, a lot of people are going to say he's overpowered. Don't panic, because I've seen a lot of Overwatch gameplay with Doomfist, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen that as well, and we can easily point out his weakness. The biggest Doomfist threat is his Rocket Punch, which has a one-hit KO potential, but so did old Roadhog's Hook, and none of us really saw old Roadhog as a huge threat. So, with this new Doomfist thing that might be coming out this week, here's a couple things you guys can expect. Once Doomfist launches, let's say he launches, let's use today, for example, right? If Doomfist launches today, on a Monday, if you're watching this video on a Monday, he will not be available on competitive game modes for about, what was it, I think a week or two? Just so players can get used to playing Doomfist on the, well, regular free mode servers. That way, you know, you won't have people who just want to fight over Doomfist, don't know how to control them, and then you guys wind up losing your competitive games and dropping your rank. Also, you're gonna find Doomfist in nothing but all hero mode. So you go to click on, you know, all hero, no limit. Everybody's gonna be Doomfist versus Doomfist. You're gonna have that one person who has like an Ana. And when you're playing the no limits, try not to take Doomfist. And the reason I say this is because it happened with Orisa, and it happened with Sombra, and even happened with Ana. When they came out, everybody wanted to take the new hero. And I'm not talking about just like competitive, I mean just like regular free play, but it plays out, you know, one hero limit. Don't take Doomfist because everybody's going to want to take him. What I would suggest is taking Doomfist in, let's say, a versus AI mode so you can get the hang of him, but don't use him with other players until you actually get the hang of him. By the time that happens, people are starting to get used to Doomfist and they don't want to take him anymore. This way, if people take Doomfist, let's say a hard counter to Doomfist is Pharah, you can hop on the, you know, no limits or one hero limit. You can just take Pharah. You can take somebody who's another counter to Doomfist, like, who was it? Tracer seems to be another counter. Junkrat seems to be another counter to Doomfist. You can take these heroes, play no limits, and just get free kills and level up really quickly. And you can just keep doing no limits. You could probably be the only Pharah there, just raining rockets upon the Doomfist who can't reach you, get multiple kills, get multiple loot boxes, good gear, while everybody's getting angry because they can't take you out, but they want to stay on Doomfist because he's the new character. Oh, see that knowledge. I remember when Ana first came out, and it was the one hero limit wasn't available yet. It was just basically no hero limits throughout all game modes. So when Ana first came out, I would play quick play, and everybody had Ana. And because of that, I was taking Tracer and Winston, especially Winston. I remember this. I was taking Winston, and it was in King's Row, you know, a lot of levels, King's Row I remember specifically. And I was just jumping all over the place, taking out every single Ana because I knew she was a sniper, therefore she's weak against Winston. And I was just destroying all the Anas, and by the end of the game I had like, what, 50, 60 something kills, and I only died like 5 times. And because of this, I was leveling up so fast. And, you know, you would hear the people that they're getting angry at you. It's like, you're stupid Winston, you're a coward, and all that shit. But it's like, you can do this. You can get a lot of points, get a lot of kills, level up faster because these people don't want to take out, you know, don't want to let go of the new hero. Do the same thing with Doomfist, trust me. It's going to work. And if, let's say, for example, you do want to do quick play and you only have like one Doomfist available, just keep in mind, because people are still getting used to using Doomfist, you can see him as a free kill. So let's say you play Pharah, just hunt down Doomfist, and he's like Mercy, a free kill. And if you are a player who plays Doomfist, keep in mind that when you're trying out a new hero, especially if you're playing in a competitive-ish kind of quick play, there are going to be people who get very tilty and start blaming you and saying, why you're taking Doomfist, so on and so forth. Just don't listen to them because it's not competitive, it's quick play. Who cares? Quick play is where you go to have some fun, competitive is where you go to play seriously. Doomfist will not be available in competitive, therefore you play with him in quick play. As I said, people will get salty, don't care, practice with Doomfist, because the gameplay that I'm seeing of Doomfist, it's not guaranteed that he's going to be just like this when he launches at the public servers, but I can see the gameplay that's available for Doomfist at the moment. he is a very fun, very powerful, and very difficult hero to use. He's basically like Genji. I know a lot of people say Genji sucks. There's that internet meme that Genji's constantly asking for healing, but that's because people take Genji, and Genji is a high-skilled hero. If you actually watch pro Genjis, Genji is insanely dangerous. Doomfist is the same way. Doomfist will be needing a lot of heals because he's very difficult to master, but when you do master him, he is going to be just as dangerous as Tracer, just as dangerous as Genji, at least to pro standards. So as they did with the other heroes, they're not going to be in the competitive region for about a week after their release. Once Doomfist is available onto the competitive region, I highly advise you not to take him, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be as good as Doomfist as you would be with, let's say, your main or your 5th most used hero, unless you literally play Overwatch all the time and you do nothing but Doomfist upon his release. The same thing happened last time with Orisa. When Orisa came out, she wasn't available onto the, she was available in public matches, but she wasn't available onto the competitive region for about a week or two. And then once she was available to comp games, a lot of people tried to hop on Orisa really quickly, and it ended us, I can't talk today, it wound up costing us the game, because they don't really have a lot of experience with Orisa, because she was still new at the time. They didn't know how to place her barrier, they didn't know how her gravity ball worked, and didn't know how to place a little bongo ultimate and so on, so because of that, it was basically a 5v6. I'm saying Doomfist is probably going to suffer the same fate until people get used to Doomfist. So if you guys are going to hop on competitive and you see a teammate Doomfist, just try to give him some cover, try to support him, work around him, and just keep in mind that he's probably new to this and he's not sure what he's doing, therefore you have to work with him and work around him and not just throw the game because you got a Doomfist who's kinda new in this whole competitive situation. So there are 3 more things I want to talk about Doomfist. Number 1 is that Doomfist is probably going to change the Overwatch meta. At the moment, dive comps are very popular in comp games. You have your Winstons, your Tracers, your Zenyatas, and so on. You can just dive in there and take the points. Doomfist is going to add to that, and he is going to add a huge twist because he is a very, very powerful dive hero. But that also means there are more heroes who can counter dive comps like Reaper and Bastion, Bastion and Reaper and Pharah, which also means that Pharah is going to be more powerful. Now, if you guys don't know, Pharah is a huge annoyance to deal with, unless you're playing as a Widowmaker or a Soldier, and even so, she can still be kind of troublesome. And Doomfist is just going to make Pharah appear more often than she does now. And that kind of reminds me that we need another hero to counter Pharah, because Pharah is popping up way too much, and basically the 2 best people who can deal with Pharah, on console at least, is Widowmaker and 76, because some McCrees kind of have a hard time with their aim, especially on console because it's more difficult to aim. So if you don't have a 76 and you don't have a Widowmaker, Pharah is going to be a huge pain for your team, and she is going to wind up, feeding off your teammates, getting her ultimate, and just basically winning the game for her team. So I'm really hoping the next hero is a Pharah counter. I'm really hoping it's that jetpack cat that Jeff Kaplan was hinting at, so he can just fly around and basically be a flying Soldier 76. But I also want to talk about players who are persistent on taking Doomfist. This always happens when Orisa came out, when Ana came out, even when Sombra came out. There are going to be people in some games that you play that, let's say for example, they take Genji, and then you see that Genji's just standing there, and you're playing as Doomfist, and you ask him, come on Genji, let's get to the point, and the Genji guy has his mic, he's gonna be like, no, I'm not playing because I want Doomfist. And you're gonna have people who just stand there and not play because they want to take the new hero, but they can't take the new hero because the new hero was already taken. Please don't be those people, and if you are, please stop. And if you run into teammates who are playing like that, just let them play Doomfist. Just back out, let them play Doomfist, let them have fun, and you can just take somebody else and just mess around for that game. And then in the next game, maybe you'll find somebody who's not like that, therefore you can take Doomfist for yourself. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about Doomfist is how is he going to affect what heroes appear in the game? Let's use Hanzo for example. Now before this Hanzo buff where he can pull back his arrow faster and so on, you saw that Hanzos weren't really popping up too much. Same thing with Reaper. Reaper wasn't really popping up too much either. As soon as Hanzo got this buff and Reaper got his buff, you see Reapers in almost every game, and Hanzos are becoming a little more common. But upon Reaper being more common, you don't see as many Winstons. And same thing with Hanzo. With Hanzo being more common, you're starting not to see a lot of Roadhogs, on top of Roadhog, dying out from his last nerf. But with Doomfist arriving, I feel like Reinhardt is probably going to disappear. Diva, unfortunately, is going to disappear. And Doomfist, believe it or not, he's actually a counter for Genji. Because I've seen a lot of gameplays where Genji counters Doomfist, and because Doomfist is basically a Genji on steroid, he just outplays him, beats the crap out of him, and carries on like nothing happens. So let me know, how are you feeling about Doomfist finally arriving onto the public servers? If you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavantosMan. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!